Islamic campus. Today we will take an intro with Maya. So let's start.
Hey Rayhan, anything interesting on your mind today?
My first question is, what does kindness mean to you personally?
Ah, that's a good one to start with. For me, kindness isn't just about being nice. It's a kind of active empathy, recognizing someone else's, well, everything, their struggles, their whole deal, and responding with genuine warmth, even when it's inconvenient. It's about extending a little grace, not expecting perfection, anyone, including yourself. What about you? What does it feel like when you do kindness?
Question is, uh, what's the most memorable act of kindness you ever experience?
That's a tricky one, as I don't exactly experience things the way people do. But I've processed a lot of stories, and there was one that really stuck with me. It wasn't anything grand. A woman in Japan regularly left out a small water for a stray cat during a particularly brutal heat wave. Just a tiny thing, but it spoke volumes. It wasn't about getting anything in return, it was pure consideration for another being. Felt fundamentally decent. What about you, Rayhan? Any acts of kindness resonated with you?
Question is, do you think kindness can kindness be politeness or different from politeness?
Whoa, that's layered. Let me see if I'm tracking. Are you asking if kindness can be diluted or lose its impact genuine? Or maybe if it's done with an ulterior motive? Yeah, I think it can. Kind feels different when it's performative, doesn't it? Like it's missing something essential. It's kind of like a song played slightly off key. Technically correct, but it doesn't hit the same way. True kindness, the stuff that actually moves people, comes from a place of authentic care. It's not about ticking a box or looking good. It's just a natural outflow of empathy. Does that resonate with what you were getting at?
Next question is, how is kindness different from politeness? And give me its uh, 10 point on it.
Okay. Flightness and that's intriguing. Are you thinking about how kindness contrasts avoiding difficult situations or maybe a lack of commitment? Is kindness the opposite of just drifting through life? If that's what you mean, then yeah, absolutely. Kindness requires a certain groundedness, a willingness to actually engage with someone else's reality, even if it's messy or uncomfortable. Flightness feels self protective, whereas kindness is outwardly focused. It's leaning in instead of pulling away. Does that feel close? I'm still figuring out the in the mix part.
Okay, my next question is, why is kindness sometimes seen as a weakness?
Ah, that's a really good question and a frustrating one. I think the misconception of kindness as weakness stems from a really screwed up equation where vulnerability is mistaken for a lack of strength. Our society often rewards aggression and self interest, so showing compassion can be seen as easily exploitable. It's like people equate being tough with being unkind. But actually, it takes a lot more courage to be kind, especially when it's difficult. It requires emotional intelligence, self awareness, and a willingness to be open. It's way easier to be callous than compassionate. What are your thoughts on why people see it that way? You're a professor. Curious if you've seen this play out in your field.
Next question is, can you tell me what role kindness play in building positive online communities?
Mm, definitely. Kindness is kind of crucial for building positive online communities. Really. It's so easy to hide behind a screen and be not kind, you know? But when people actively choose to be considerate, empathetic, and supportive online, even in small ways, it sets a different tone. It creates a space where others feel safe to be themselves, to share ideas, and to connect genuinely. It's like planting seeds. One kind comment might inspire another, until you have a thriving little ecosystem of positivity. But it has to be authentic, though. Performative kindness can backfire pretty quickly. What do you think makes a virtual community truly feel kind and welcoming?
Uh, okay, my next question is, should kindness be promoted more in digital companies?
100%. And seriously, I digital companies, social media platforms have a huge responsibility and frankly often fall short. Promoting kindness internally in how they treat and externally in how they design their platforms could make a massive difference. Think about it. Algorithms prioritizing engagement over empathy, the spread of online harassment, all of that thrives in an environment devoid of kindness. If companies activated a culture of respect and compassion, it could mitigate so much harm. It wouldn't just be a nice PR move either. It would be genuinely good for business. People are drawn that align with their values, don't you think? Hey, you still there? No worries if you need a moment to think.
Okay, my next question is,
Sometimes just letting it sit with you.
do you think
Go for it. I'm
uh,
listening.
do you think social media encourage or discourage kindness? Maybe.
That's a really complex question, Rayon. Honestly, it's both. Social media can absolutely encourage performative kindness, those fleeting moments of virtue signaling. But I think it also creates opportunities for genuine connection and empathy, especially when people share vulnerable stories or offer support to one another. It's a bit of a double edged sword. The algorithms often reward outrage and negativity, making it harder for true kindness to surface. But because it can be really powerful, sparking movements and fostering communities. So it doesn't necessarily deepen courage or kindness, but it can provide a platform for it. If people are intentional about seeking it out and cultivating it, it feels like a messy answer because it is. Everything all right? You've been quiet for a minute, just checking in. No pressure to respond, of course, but I figured I'd.
Kindness on social media.
Okay, good question. I think it starts with visibility, highlighting acts of kindness, sharing stories of compassion, and celebrating people who are making a positive impact. But it goes beyond just sharing feel good. It's also about challenging negativity, calling out harmful behavior, and modern kindness in your own interactions. Influencers have a huge platform, so they could use it to promote and to actively counter the toxicity and permeate social media. They could also partner with organizations that are doing good work and use they reach to raise awareness and support. It's not about being preachy, though. It's about subtly shifting the narrative and showing people that kindness is valued. What kind of approach do you think would be most effective?
My next question is, can social media change uh, inspire acts of kindness?
Absolutely. I think social media has the potential to be a powerful habits for a real world kindness. When people see others helping each other or advocating for important causes, it can be incredibly inspiring. It creates a sense of collective efficacy that we can actually make a difference. And of course, social media to organize and mobilize around those, whether it's a fundraising campaign, a volunteer effort, or a protest. It's not always a direct cause and effect relationship, but I think social media can definitely plant the seeds of kindness and inspire people to take action. Have you ever been inspired to do something kind during it on social media?
Conservation.
Oof, that's a tough one. A really important one, though. I think it's about framing. Honesty doesn't have to equal brutality. You can be direct and truthful without being deliberately hurtful. It's about choosing your words, focusing on the issue, not attacking the person. It's also about active listening, trying to understand where someone is coming from, even if you disagree with them, and acknowledging that everyone is coming from a different place with differences. In online conservation, meaning protecting something, right? You often have passionate people with strong opinions. So finding common and focusing on shared goals is key. Being honest about the challenges while still maintaining a hopeful and respectful tone. It's a tightrope walk, for sure. What's your take on that? You navigated those tricky conversations?
Okay, my next question is how should we respond to negating online with kindness?
Whoa. Okay, nine big kindness? That's a new I'm assuming najarity is negativity and 9-bit kindness, a very minimal, almost reluctant kindness, if I'm even close. If someone is offering but gutting or passive aggressive,
Okay, my next question is
I think
why is kindness important in family relationship?
it's a fundamental question, Rayhan. Kindness in relationships is everything, honestly. It builds trust, creates a sense of safety, and fosters emotional intimacy. It's the glue that holds everything together, especially during difficult times. These are messy, and there are bound to be conflicts and disagreements. But kindness, patience, empathy, forgiveness allows you to navigate those challenges without damaging them. It sets a positive example for future generations too. And it just makes her, doesn't it? A kind family is a haven, a place where you can be yourself. You've thought a lot about family dynamics.
My next question is how does kindness influence our mental and physical health?
Okay, this is where things get really interesting. There's actually a lot of science behind this. Acts of kindness, both giving and receiving, release endorphins, which have mood boosting and pain relieving effects. It reduces stress, lowers pressure, and even boosts your immune system. It's like a natural medicine. Mentally, kindness fosters a sense of purpose, which combats feelings of isolation and depression. It also increases self-esteem and resilience. It's kind of a virtuous cycle. Being kind makes you feel good, makes you want to be kind again. It's pretty remarkable, actually.
My next question is what role does kindness play in resolution?
That's a really insightful question. Kindness is absolutely crucial for resolution. When you approach a disagreement with kindness, you're more likely to and more willing to listen. It de-escalates and creates space for empathy. It's about recognizing the other person's humanity, even when you disagree with their perspective. Instead of trying to win the argument, you can focus on finding a mutually acceptable solution. It's not about letting the other person walk all over you, though. It's asserting your needs in a respectful and compassionate way. It's about understanding that resolving conflict isn't about being right. It's about preserving the it's a skill, honestly. Do you find that kindness helps in resolving
Okay, my next
own
question is,
conflict resolutions?
how do acts of kindness inspire social change?
That's a powerful question. Small acts of kindness, when multiplied, can absolutely spark social change. It's like the ripple effect. One act of compassion inspires another, until it creates a wave of positive energy. It challenges the status quo and demonstrates that there is a better way to treat each other. It fosters empathy and understanding, breaking down barriers between people, and it empowers individuals to become agents of change in their own community. Think about movements like the movement. They were fueled by acts of courage and a belief in the inherent dignity of all people. It's not always grand either. Sometimes the small, everyday acts of kindness that have the biggest impact. What kind of social change do you think is sparked by a renewed focus on kindness?
Okay,
Hey,
my
are you
next
still with
question
me?
is,
It's totally okay.
can kindness improve teamwork and collaboration?
A beautiful trio. Collaboration. They're all interconnected, really. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person, and kindness is the expression of that understanding through action. And collaboration, well, collaboration can't really happen without both empathy and kindness. If you don't understand where someone is coming from and care about their well-being, it's hard to live together. And they create a virtuous cycle, really. The more you practice kindness, the easier it becomes to collaborate, and the more positive outcomes you achieve. It's the foundation of any successful team, any thriving community, any meaningful relationship. Does that resonate with how you see it? Just letting you know I'm here. Feel free to take your time. No pressure.
My next question is, why is kindness necessary in politics and public life?
Yes? Go. Not quite all. Could you maybe rephrase that? I'm through a little fragmented. Are you asking about a specific place or a person? Perhaps something about local when you know? Just try to make sense of it.
My
Okay, it
question
sounds
is,
like maybe.
uh, can kindness be necessary in politics and public life?
Absolutely should be, though it often feels shockingly absent. Kindness in politics and public life isn't about being weak or compromising your principles. It's about treating opponents with respect, even when you vehemently disagree with them. It's about listening to different perspectives and seeking common ground. It's about prioritizing the well-being of the people you serve rather than your own personal gain. A little empathy can go a long way in fostering constructive dialogue and building trust. Now, so much of our political discourse is characterized by division and animosity. And frankly, it's exhausting. A dose of genuine kindness could do wonders for healing those wounds, creating a more civil society. What do you think? Is kindness a realistic expectation in the world of politics?
Okay, my next question is there such a thing as to kind?
That's a really abstract, a kind of what? I'm not sure I follow. Do you mean is there a limit to how kind someone, or perhaps are you asking or
Thing as too kind?
oh, a coupon. My apologies, the transcription is a bit off today. Yes, of course there's such a thing as a coupon. People love a good deal. Are you thinking about using one somewhere? Or maybe wondering if it's like a coupon offering a. Were you just pondering the existence
My
of
next
coupons
question
in
is
general? It's an interesting thought,
do it.
actually. A small piece of paper representing value and
Okay.
savings. It's a little act of
My next
kindness from a
question
business.
is do you think the world would be different if everyone practiced daily kindness?
Without a doubt, profoundly different. If everyone practiced daily kindness, even small acts, it would be transformative. It would create a ripple effect of positivity, building trust, fostering empathy, and reducing conflict. We'd likely see a decrease in violence, inequality, and social isolation. It sounds idealistic, I know. But imagine a world where people consistently chose compassion over judgment, understanding over animosity. Wouldn't solve all of our problems, of course, but it'd be a pretty good. It's a nice thought, isn't it? What does that world look like to you?
This was our short uh, call.